Hey guys, welcome back. I've got a bit of a tutorial here or a reminder for people who are already using the spreadsheet, and it's on how to correctly log the sell of some stocks. So in my case, I recently just sold my entire position of MRU. And so I just want to run through how to actually correctly type this into the spreadsheet so you don't get any errors. This goes for selling just even one or a few of your shares or the entire position. So if we look at my broker, on July 8th, I sold 46 shares at a price of $105.92 for each of them. And 46 was the entire amount that I had. So to log this, we want to go into the transactions tab and we type this in here. So it was TSE MRU, and that was on July 8th, 2025. And we just need to log in the quantity that we sold, the price that we sold them at, and the average price at the time of sale. So there's a note up here that you can read. You need to copy and paste this by value from the portfolio tab. Don't just type in the number that you see. So when we go to the portfolio tab, when I see here, it's the average price for MRU. So we're in the column for MRU. This is before I make the sell transaction. And what I'm seeing here is the 64.95. There's actually more decimal places in this number than what we see, but this is what your broker would display to you before you sell, and this is what you see here. But what we need to do is just right click on it and copy. And then in the transactions page, we're going to right click here and we're going to paste special, and we're going to paste values only. So what you see in the cell is 64.95, and this is again what you would have seen in your broker before you actually make the sell. But if you look up here, or you can look up here at this part, and you're going to see there's a lot more decimal places, and this is what your spreadsheet is actually calculating with, and this is also the number that your broker is actually calculating with. Although for simplicity, we both show you just what it is to the nearest cent. But if you don't account for all of these decimal places and you multiply that across all 46 shares or however many you have, then this is going to introduce errors into the spreadsheet because all of these decimal places will be basically unaccounted for. So again, the way you did that is you went to the portfolio tab, you copy this number, it was Control C or right click, and then just in here you just have to right click, paste special, and paste values only. All right, so we also have to grab the information from the transaction. So it was 46 shares at 105.92. So we can type that in. It was a quantity of 46, and it was 105.92. So when we go to the portfolio tab, then you're going to see that it's going to clear out exactly. So now currently I'm holding 0 MRU. There's no average price anymore because I don't have any more, etc., and everything is fine. Now, instead of pasting by value with all of the decimal places, if you were to just type in what you had seen, which is 64.95, just like that, it is possible that you're going to get your totals magnifying and your totals will be thrown off and you will be introducing errors into the spreadsheet. So I really, really recommend doing it this way. So don't put 64.95. We wanted to replace that with the number here with all of the decimal places. Then we also just need to set the transaction fees and the currency that we paid and received for with the stocks, and then you are good to go. If you want to remove this line from your spreadsheet, some people like keeping it in there because there still is information here about the realized gain and the all-in performance if you want to see that for old positions. But if you do want to remove this, the way I recommend doing it is filter it so it goes down to the bottom. So for example, this is a 0. So we want to filter this so we go Z to A to put the biggest numbers at the top. It's going to drop the 0 down to the bottom. And then when we're removing this, do not select this entire row and delete the row. Please don't do that. You're going to be removing formulas and it's going to throw off the spreadsheet. Do not select these and delete these cells. All you need to do is in the blue shaded cells here, select these 3 and press delete, and everything will be cleared. Now you do need to adjust this, you need to get rid of this blank column from the filter table. So the way that we do that is just come up here, click on remove filter. It's going to temporarily take it away, and then select the whole area again. So from the top left corner all the way down to the bottom right corner of the table, and then press this filter button again. Now that blank line is not included anymore, and we can go ahead and we can sort these columns in any way that we want, and it will work out properly for us. All right, and lastly, what you want to do is you want to check to make sure that everything is totaling up correctly. I'm doing this during trading hours. So during trading hours, the totals will never be exactly the same because the data delay from Wealthsimple and from Google Finance and the other sources of information in the website are slightly different. So when I look here at my total account for my tax-free savings account, is 105,303.95. And here I have 105,335.57. So this is okay because I know when I check outside of trading hours, these total up exactly. During trading hours, you can expect them to be slightly different because of the data delay. But a good check here is the cash. I want the cash to be adding up exactly. And so when in Wealthsimple, this doesn't depend on data delay. This is just the absolute value of cash that I have in my account. So it's 962.87. And here I'm seeing 962.87, so this number I know is correct and everything is fine. So if you're doing this during trading hours, just watch out for that. These should add up exactly if you only have Canadian stocks and everything has been inputted correctly. Ways that this could not be totaling correctly is if you have, for example, input some slightly incorrect information, like not including the decimal places on these average prices of time at sale, or having possibly made a mistake somewhere in the spreadsheet. Some other times where this might not exactly add up as well is if you have multiple currencies in your portfolio. So if you have some Canadian stocks and some US stocks, again, this will never be exactly to the cent the same because the currency conversion or currency exchange information coming through your broker like Wealthsimple is not exactly the same with the data delay that you get from Google Finance. So again, this will give you very slight discrepancies, but as long as they're close and if you're aware of that, then everything should be fine. But the point of the video is that just when you're selling stocks, try to really remember to go into the portfolio, find the average price, copy it, and then when you come in here, please paste it in by values to preserve all of these decimal places, and then you will not be introducing slight errors into the spreadsheet. So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully everyone that's using the spreadsheet is enjoying it. And if you guys have any questions or are running into any issues, my email is in the welcome tab. You can shoot me an email and I'll get back to you within a day or two and try to work through the problem with you, because usually I'm able to figure out what the issues are in the spreadsheet and I'll get you back up and running. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for using the spreadsheet, and I will see you in the next one.